let's jump right into the video.
I stopped watching podcasts like this and this. Now, I'm sure you guys must have seen their viral clips, like they're pretty much everywhere, especially Andrew Tate, which was the second guy. So I used to watch their podcast around mid 2021, and it was very entertaining, and I did enjoy it while I was watching it. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I still do enjoy watching the podcast. And I agree with some of the stuff that they say. For example, as a guy, you should definitely be working on yourself and kind of putting yourself first, like learning to chase your own dreams before you start chasing women, right? And I started watching them a lot to the point where I had this kind of feeling as if, like, women were trying to finesse me, or women were always trying to get the one up on me or something like that. And it was getting kind of weird. And it was like, one day I had a conversation with my mate, and we were just like, none of the women we've ever dated have ever been like that. The women that they bring on the show are a very small population of women. And so I started developing like this toxic mindset towards women, when realistically, like, everyone that I've dated has been nothing but nice. Honestly, all they wanted was my time and attention. Like, I could take them to the park and buy them a 99p flake and they'll be happy. Like, they didn't want to go to this fancy restaurant. They didn't need to be taken to Hakkasan or Nobu. I only had one date in my entire life where I felt like I was getting low-key finessed, like slightly. It wasn't even that bad, but I didn't take her out on a date again. And so the moral of the story is, feel free to watch those podcasts, right? But not all women are toxic. Not all women are trying to finesse you like how the girls are on that show. Like, legit, most girls are not like that.
See, the thing is I've talked to many people about this. See, the red pill community, I think it's good for, helping men become the best version of themselves, motivating people to work out, go to the gym, get your mind right, get your mental right, and things like that. But unfortunately, I feel like the red pill space has somewhat destroyed dating for me. And the reason why I say that is just like this man was saying, that, if you consume too much of anything, you'll start to believe it, right? You'll start believing that you're simply going on this date with this woman and you already have these preconceived notions about this woman and what she's trying to get out of you, because you've been listening to these red pill guys talk to all these women who all they do is cherish materialistic things. All of them are going to Miami to try and get these 7-figure guys and stuff like that. And all they're worried about is, what can he buy me? What can he do for me? What kind of plush life can I get out of this man? And men start to believe in every day that every single woman is like that. And I've ran into this issue on multiple occasions. I told y'all before that I had a homie who hasn't been on a date in a really long time. And I remember him spewing some of that red pill rhetoric. And he ain't been on a date in probably like at least a year. And, he's telling me, man, I really don't want to date and stuff like that, because these women out here, they just want to get your money and this and other stuff. And I'm like, where are you here? Like, what evidence do you have to back what you're saying or to support what you're saying? He's like, oh man, I just see the girls that I see on social media. And I'm just like, so you're telling me that you believe women are doing that, but you have not gotten out here and experienced a woman in an entire year, so you don't know if what they're saying is true or not true. Man, I mean, I just see what I see online. And that's the problem. That's the problem. Men are giving up on dating. Men are giving up on approaching women simply because they see all of this mess on social media that's being pushed by red pill men and the red pill community. Men don't even want to approach women because they already have a preconceived notion of how things are going to go. Or men don't want to spend money because they have a preconceived notion of how women are going to try to manipulate them and use their money and take half of their money and take half of their stuff. And really, it's just been a literal detriment to this community. So I get it. I understand it. But you just have to be careful as to how much of this mess you consume. Like I said, there's a little truth in it, but if you continue to 24/7, 365 consume negative content that's constantly tearing down women and making women seem to be evil and bad and manipulative and and just trying to get money out of you, and it's just trying to finesse you and all this other stuff, before you look up, you're going to find yourself viewing women in a certain way. And the messed up part about it is even if you go out on a date and a woman isn't showing you that, you paranoid, thinking that she's trying to hide that part of her from you, because you have been so indoctrinated with this belief that that's how women are, that this woman that's not showing that, you think she's hiding something, you think she's playing you, you think she's being manipulative, and the whole time she's actually a good woman that don't care about none of that stuff.